Welcome to my channel. My name is Gemma. I currently have a 2-year-old son called Oscar, and I have triplet boys called Sebastian, Ashton and Hendrix, and this is my first video back in a long time. I actually did post a video just after the triplets were born. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it above now and in the description box, just kind of introducing them. But as you can imagine, life has been pretty crazy. And it's taken us a while just to kind of get into the flow and for me to have any spare time to film or edit or get videos uploaded. So I apologise for not uploading, but I am back and I can't guarantee how often I'm going to be filming, but I'm going to definitely try and give you a glimpse into our life. So this video is all about our morning routine, which I thought would be a good start to show you kind of just how life goes. Our triplets are currently 8 weeks old and are on a 4-hourly feeding routine, which was established for us while they were in the NICU. So they were born at 30 weeks and they were discharged from the NICU at around 36 weeks. And they're currently, like I say, 8 weeks old, nearly 9 weeks old. So they're on a 4-hourly feeding schedule. So the last night feed they have is midnight. And so I'm just going to run you through what happens from that first morning feed up until, you know, kind of lunchtime-ish. To give you a glimpse into what life is like with newborn triplets and a toddler. So between 3 and 3:30, one of the babies or multiple babies will let out a scream or a whimper or some kind of noise that will signal that they are ready for their next feed. They actually wake within about half an hour of each other naturally. So this will give you the signal to head downstairs and collect the breast milk from the fridge. The babies are currently combination fed breast milk and formula, but this is a breast milk feed. And then we just decant the breast milk into our MAM bottles and warm it up, and that is ready for their feed. Lots of people ask, how on earth do you feed 3 babies? Obviously me and my husband both do the feeds. Obviously with a single baby you can have nights off and one of you do the feeds and one of you not do the feeds, but with triplets it's definitely a group effort. So I will take up the baby that is most awake or screaming and feed them first, and then my husband will take the next baby to stir. Then once those babies are fed, we just sit them up on our duvet just so that they're upright for a good 20 minutes before they go back to bed, so that they're not sick. And then the third baby is fed by my husband while I express my breast milk. So I'm kind of feeding 2 babies, one physically and one expressing the milk, and my husband feeds the other 2 babies. So once I have finished expressing, I head downstairs and stick the milk in the fridge, and then I finish loading the washing machine. I actually preload it the night before of anything that needs to be done, and then I add anything from changes through the night with dirty clothes to this load, and then I've set it to a timer so that it's ready for us in the morning. It is such a time-saving tip, and it means our mornings run so much smoother. By this point my toddler is awake. He wakes up between 7 and 8 and he comes into us. He has adjusted really well to the babies. I'm actually really surprised how well he's adjusted, and I will be trying to film a video on how to prepare your child for siblings, because we did do a few things and I think they really did help, and like I say, he's really well adjusted to them. I think he is a great age. I have to say, he is almost 3, he'll be 3 next month, so he's been a great age to understand what's happening. but we have done a few things to help prepare him as well. So he comes in and he is really loving towards the babies. He also loves collecting in the bottles. So we have a little basket that we use to just dump all the bottles in to take downstairs, because as you can imagine, through the night there is quite a lot of bottles and breast pump things and stuff to take down. He loves having that as his little job and collecting all the bottles. Gets very upset if we do it ourselves. So once the 8 AM feed is done, I feed one baby and then I express my breast milk, and then I will head downstairs with Oscar to begin breakfast. My husband will stay upstairs at this point, allowing the babies to rest like we did before, so they're not put down straight away after a feed, and then he'll bring them downstairs to have their naps. Oscar tends to get on with playing at this point while I'm preparing breakfast. He has really come on with his independent play. Will ask to get something out or just go into his playroom and get on and play. So he is so good at independent play now. I'm so happy that I have spent that time with him pre-pregnancy, just working on independent play with him, because it's really helped him now that he's able just to go off and play with something and not need constant adult intervention to play. I have done a video all about independent play, I'll link above, and again it's one of those things that helped us prepare Oscar for having his siblings, was really encouraging him with independent play, because we knew that we weren't going to be able to focus all our attention on him and we didn't want it to be a huge shock to him, so that's really helped. So between the 8 AM and 12 o'clock feeds, that gives us time to reset the day and wash up all the bottles from the night and make sure that they're all ready for the next 24-hour period. That actually takes surprisingly a lengthy amount of time. And while I'm doing that, Oscar is generally engaged in independent play, like I said. Today he was playing with his lentils, scooping and pouring, and that kept him busy for quite some time, which also allowed me to get the washing out. So like I say, I set this washing to be ready to be hung out in the morning, so that is a really good time saver. I'm not waiting for the washing to be done, and if I possibly can, I get it out on the line, or if not, it goes in the tumble dryer. Once I have hung out 10,000 baby grows, it is now time to sterilize 10,000 bottles, it feels like. So we use the MAM bottles. They self-sterilize, as you can see. You kind of just build them in a certain way and they don't need a sterilizer. You just then pop them straight into the microwave and they sterilize like that. So they are really, really handy. And finally, the last job of the morning is sorting out any laundry from the day before and making sure that we have baby grows and muslins aplenty ready for the day ahead. So that's how our morning goes, and by this point the babies have been fed their 8 o'clock feed. They are back asleep in their cot until their 12 kind of lunchtime feed. So we've got that period of time in between to get those jobs done of the bottles and the laundry and feeding ourselves. And then it all starts again at 12. So I really hope you enjoyed watching our morning routine and how life looks for us every day. And the babies are definitely getting to the point now where they are getting more alert and there's more wakeful periods, but they're definitely at a fairly easy stage. I don't want to say easy, but they're in that newborn stage where they feed and go back to sleep. And then we've got that, like I say, 3 to 4 hours before they wake again. So it has been a fairly easy ride so far to ease us into having triplets and a newborn. I hope you've really enjoyed this video, and like I say, I will hopefully be posting more videos really soon. And if you want to follow along more frequently, I post over on my Instagram quite regularly snippets of our day-to-day life, so definitely go follow me over there. It's @thewayweplay, and I will see you again soon. Bye.